Are you looking to lose weight so you can fit better in your clothes and feel more confident? The truth is, any diet you do can help you lose weight. However, there is a difference between a healthy diet and a non-healthy diet. Today, I'm going to share with you 5 basic secrets that you can follow to lose weight in a healthy manner and keep it off for the long term. Whether you want to lose 5, 10, 15, 20, even 100 pounds, stick around. You're going to love what I have to say. Welcome to Go Beyond. I am Professor Zed. Go Beyond is about you going beyond to reach your peak potential. P to the third power. Peace, purpose, and prosperity. It's about being part of that 1% of individuals who strive to reach their peak potential, who go after their goals consistently and persistently. If you have not yet done so, please subscribe, like, comment, and share. Let's get to work. What does it take to lose weight and keep it up for the long term? Or is it even possible to lose weight and keep it off and still be able to enjoy life? As a PA who's been helping people losing weight since 1999, I can tell you, yes, you can lose weight, and yes, you can keep it off for the long term. However, the way you lose the weight is what's important. People who do crash diets, highly restrictive diets, want to lose weight just by dieting alone, tend to have a little bit more difficulty keeping the weight off. How you lose the weight matter. What you eat to lose the weight matter. I can tell you this. Most people, when they think about weight loss, they only think about one thing. And that one thing is diet. You know, the dirty word, diet. In my practice, I don't use the word diet because diet really pretty much means a way of life, but it's become a dirty word. So I prescribe a nutrition plan for my clients, not a diet. It's a way of eating. What are the 5 things that you have to have in place to really lose weight in a healthy manner? Let's talk about it. Number 1 is nutrition, what you eat. Number 2 is exercise. Now, I will introduce you to a concept named detoxercise. Detoxercise is exercise with a purpose. Number 3 is water or hydration. The next step, it is sleep. The next step is stress reduction. You have to reduce your stress and you have to manage whatever little stress that is currently in your life. Let's get into step number 1. When it comes to losing weight, what you eat does not only matter, it is paramount. The biggest secret that you need to know if you really want to lose weight in a healthy manner is to eat only real food. What do I mean by that? I mean food in their natural state. Here's a challenge for you. Go to your pantry or your refrigerator or wherever you keep food in your house and go take a look at them. How many of them have labels which are designed to tell you what's in the food? And how many of them do not require a label? Say, for example, you have an apple. An apple does not require a label. That's because it is real food. However, that canned tuna that you have in there requires a label. Tells you what's in it, what they've added to it, when they processed it, what they put in it. They have to put that label in there because they did something to it. When we're talking about eating real food, we're talking about food that has not been processed or altered in any way, shape, or form by the food industry. That would mean, yes, you will have to cook at home. Yes, you will have to prepare your food ahead of time. And no, you should not eat out. Now, I understand that in this lifestyle that we currently live, it is almost impossible to not eat some food from a restaurant. But if you really want to lose weight the healthy way, you have to give up processed food. Why is that so important? Well, when you eat food that is not in their natural state, the food has been altered. a lot of times, and I know you know this already, they have added chemicals to your food. And those chemicals negatively impact your body. It's almost as if you are taking drugs. It's really that bad. It's really that bad. The sugar in the food that you're taking in is causing your hormones to respond in a way where your body will start fighting against you. So instead of losing weight, you will actually gain weight. Let's say, for example, you buy some type of processed food that you're eating, and let's say it's a weight loss product. And those are the ones that get me the most. You buy a weight loss product to lose weight. So it's food, it comes pre-prepared, eat this and lose weight. Will you lose weight? You probably will. You're decreasing the calories and you're doing different things to your body and you will lose the weight. But guess what? In the long term, you will lose. Why? Because you're eating processed food to lose weight. And those processed food, they negatively impact your hormone, therefore causing problems. Say, for example, they cause your body to release more insulin because of the sugar that's in it, or because of the estrogen that's in it, or whatever else food coloring that they've added, or preservative that they added to the food to make sure it lasts that long. If you buy, I'm going to say this, I don't believe in the United States you can actually buy purely organic food. And what I mean by that, like food that truly came from the tree to your table. Having said that, if you buy an organic apple in the US and then you put it next to a regular apple and then you watch them over time, the organic apple will go bad a lot faster than the one that's not organic. So let's go back to eating real food. Eating real food means that you're eating only food that comes in their natural form. And you minimize as much as you can processed food. What I mean by processed food, we're definitely not eating anything that comes from a can. We're not eating anything that comes in a bottle or plastic bag in any way, shape, or form. We are eating real food and real food only. The next step when it comes to food is to focus on meat and vegetables and then leafy greens. What do I mean? If you look at that, what's on your screen there, that is how each meal you eat should be composed of. As you can see, there is a portion for the protein. Even though all foods have protein in them, well, most food have proteins in them. However, meats and dairy tend to have more protein. So in this case here, we are having the meat part. If you don't eat meat, you can have seafood only. The choice is yours. Personally, I prefer seafood only, but the choice is yours, like I said. And then you have a portion for vegetables, and then you have another portion for leafy greens. The reason for those two parts is because you need fiber. Your body requires fiber, and you need that. And the leafy greens and the vegetables are providing you some of that fiber that you need. There are a whole host of other reasons why this is composed like that is beyond the scope of this presentation. This portion here is the best way to do it. How much should you eat? When you're eating like this, portion doesn't matter. Think quality versus quantity. When you're eating real food that is nourishing your body, that is providing all the macro and micronutrients that your body needs, your vitamins, your minerals, you're getting all of those, guess what? Your body starts performing in a whole different way. And ultimately, you will only eat, as they say, to survive instead of living to eat. You will reduce the amount of calorie that you're actually taking in, and your body will be performing at optimal level. The next step is how often. The minimum number of times you should eat to not kill your metabolism is 3. I believe in 5. But I'll take 3 if you can't fit 5 meals in. 5 meals sounds like a whole lot of food. It could be, but not really. 5 meals. The first meal, then you have a snack, then you have another meal, then you have a snack, and then you have another meal. So that will give you pretty much 5 meals in a day. The 3 main meals that you have should be composed of meats, vegetables, and leafy greens. There is a thing that we used to talk about in the day, telling people to reduce the number of hours a day that they spend consuming food. Now they have a name for it, a pretty fancy name, and they call that intermittent fasting. Anyways, all that means is that you eat all the food that you're going to consume for the day over a certain period of time. Intermittent fasting is good for you because it gives your digestion a rest. One of the things that I like to explain to clients is that on Mondays, which is a day where I do a lot of brain work, I tend not to eat during the day on Monday. And it is the only day that I do a one-day meal after 6 p.m. Here's a little concept, right? And I explain that to people all the time. Digestion competes with the brain. If your body is busy processing food, all the resources that you have are going towards digestion. When you do intermittent fasting, you're having more energy available for other functions of your body. Think about it like this. I don't know if you've heard that saying. When I was a kid, they used to always tell us, do not go swimming after a heavy meal. Well, the reason for that is because all the energy is going to digestion. And because of that, there's a more likelihood that something goes wrong, you might drown. When you're exercising, your muscles are requiring a whole lot of energy. And then now that energy that was there for digestion is being diverted to the muscles. So you're either going to have indigestion or you're going to have muscle cramping. The thing that I always tell people is to choose a 10-hour period. So you could choose 12 hours, right? You spread your food over a 12-hour period. You could do it over 10. You can do it over 8. However, shorter than 6 is not recommended because it does not provide any more benefits when you do those short hours. Let's recap. Eat only real food. Avoid processed food like it's the plague. If you can't tell what it is in its natural form, it does not go into your mouth. A quick example is applesauce. You don't know what applesauce is. They taught you what applesauce is. Eat the apple, not the applesauce. It's as simple as that. Number 2 is to eat 3 to 5 meals a day. Very important. Space them out in a equal way. Number 3, food composition. Your food should be composed of protein, vegetables, and leafy greens. Very important, very healthy way of feeding your body and your brain. Eat your food over a specific period of time. You may choose between 12 hours, 10 hours, 8 hours, or 6 hours, but do not go shorter than 6 hours. That's all there is to it when it comes to eating for healthy weight loss. Now, let's talk about exercise. Exercise is a dirty word. A lot of people do not like to exercise. A lot of people hate exercise like it's the worst thing that's ever been invented. Let me introduce you to a little something known as detoxercise. Detoxercise is a word that I have invented to help people realize the importance of exercising. Detoxercise is basically exercising with a purpose. What do I mean? Well, you have blood, you have circulation, you have blood vessels, and you have a heart. So the heart is the pump that pumps the blood through your blood vessels. Simplified way of putting it. Well, you also have lymph fluid and you also have lymph vessels. Those are part of your lymphatic system, which is part of your immune system. Your lymphatic system is the system that is responsible to keep your body clean. When it comes to detoxification, most people always think the intestines, but that's only half of the story, or maybe not even half. The lymphatic system, those lymph fluids, they travel around and then they pick up anything that doesn't belong into the body. They process it for excretion out of your body. It just so happens that the lymph vessels or the lymphatic system, it does not have a pump. And guess how the lymphatic system moves? It moves when you move. It moves with muscle contraction, and also because they are located adjacent to blood vessels, the pumping of the blood vessels sometimes help them move as well. But the major way that it moves is by exercising, is by your body moving. If your body is not moving, your lymphatic system is not operating fully well. So therefore, you are retaining waste hormones and toxins, which will ultimately cause you to have resistant belly fat. There's a condition called ascites. When you start retaining fluid, mostly in the belly area, you can tap on it on one side and it moves like a wave to the other side. And that happens because when people are bedridden, they are not moving around. That is how important your lymphatic system is. Let's just say the lymphatic system is key to weight loss. I always tell people how quickly you lose weight is highly dependent on how well you can detoxify. Exercise is very important. It is recommended that you move at least 30 minutes every day. What I find in the last 20 plus years that I've been doing this is that people who work for about 45 minutes a day do better when it comes to fat loss. Now, I know there's a bunch of stuff out there teaching you how to do different things. When it comes to this, stick to the basics. What do I mean by walking? I mean fast walking. You want to walk so fast that you can ultimately walk 3 miles in 45 minutes. The only thing I would say if you couldn't go walking outside would be to use the elliptical machine. For people who have some restrictions as far as movements are concerned, consider doing water exercise. The resistance in that does very well at, again, increasing muscle contraction so you can move your lymphatic system. Now, exercise has a million different benefits. It is one of the most important things that you can do for your body. However, it is one of the things that are most resisted. Another thing that I counsel my patients to do as well is to get up every hour. And think about it. You can accumulate 2 hours worth of exercise if you just get up from your desk or whatever work that you're doing and move around for about 5 minutes. Even if you are on your feet all day long, that does not count. Do another thing. Do something else where you are moving for 5 minutes continuously. And that's what I mean by detoxercise. So detoxercise is getting up and moving about during your day for about 5 minutes. Even if you were just standing at your desk instead of, sitting, climbing, going down, up and down the stairs, or going outside for 5 minutes, whatever it is. Do that throughout the day, and then put in 45 minutes of continuous walking, fast walking, walking like your life depends on it. You will lose weight and you will burn fat. Moving on to water. Water is hydration. So this is going to be very, very, very short, this section on water, because water is very important. You know how we were talking about the lymphatic system before? Water is hydration. Most of your body is composed of water. Your cells are water. Brain has water in it. There's not a place in your body or in the universe that you will not find water. It is written that in the beginning, God separated the waters above and the waters below. So we are surrounded by water. Water is as important to your body as oxygen is. Drink plenty of water. How much water you should drink? Now that's debatable. So there's the thing where they say drink 8 ounces of water a day and, different things like that. But in general, what I say is to drink a glass of water every hour. That's what I have my patients do. One trick that can help you to flush more or to detoxify more is to squeeze half of a lemon or lime into your water and to use like a teaspoon of cranberry juice. Now, not cocktail juice, not any of that. Get organic cranberry juice and put a teaspoon of that in there, swirl it around, drink it. It'll help your body to flush more. And it is also very refreshing. All right? That's it. That's all I have for water. Oh, let me not forget to say, try not to drink plastic water. Drink water. It is not important if it is bottled or not, but I prefer when it's not bottled, again, because of the container. Whatever's in that bottle, especially if it's plastic, it is seeping into your water. And believe it or not, in the United States, based on my readings, your tap water is safe in most places. I know Michigan, whatever happened there, yes, I understand that. But this is something that happened rarely. The water that you drink in the bottles, they are a lot of time just water from the city, municipal water that they bottle. So just drink water, drink plenty of water. The type of water you drink at this point is not so important. Mineral is pretty good. Regular water is good. So just drink plenty of water. Let's talk about sleep. Sleep is very highly important. Sleep is the basis of all of it. I should have started with just sleep, because when you don't get enough sleep, your entire system goes crazy. Your hormones are not working properly. Your digestion is not working properly. Your brain is foggy. You are cranky. You become mean, and you can't think properly. Like your metabolism is whacked. Sleep is the basis of good health. Sleep is the basis of wellness. All I can tell you about this is get enough sleep. Now, that differs for different people, but generally I recommend to my patients that they sleep at least 7 to 8 hours a day. Some people function well on 6. I personally function well on 7, and I tend to get 8 on the weekends. However, you can easily find out the number of hours that you need for your own sleep by doing your own little experiment. You go to sleep without an alarm, and you see what time you wake up. And you do this for about a week. After about that time, your body will have adjusted. You will start waking up after a certain number of hours of sleep. Just make sure while you're doing that you go to bed the same time every day. If you change the time that you go to bed, it will not work. Do that to figure out the number of hours that you need. But in the meantime, if you do not know, just go to bed the same time, wake up the same time every day, and then get to 7 to 8 hours of sleep. The final thing for weight loss is to reduce your stress. The reason why you have stress is because there's something in your life that you don't like or that you see as trouble and you want to get rid of it. The best way to reduce your stress is to find solutions to the problems that you currently have. Once you find a solution, then you no longer have a problem, then your stress will go away. I know this for a fact. When something is bugging me and I go to sleep on it and it stays in my head, what do you think is happening? Your brain is trying to find a solution to this problem. So it's bothering you, and we call it stress. You go to bed and you sleep and you dream about it. You wake up in the morning, you're thinking about it. It's the first thing in your mind, and it just bugs you. And the reason why it's bugging you is because something happened to you that you don't like, and you haven't found a solution for it, and your brain is trying to make it right, make it okay, and it cannot. Find solutions to your problems, and your stress will be reduced. So there are plenty of other stuff to do to reduce stress. I like meditation. I like sitting in silence. I like emptying your brain, meaning journaling. I like going for a slow walk, or what I call walking meditation. I like participating in groups where people talk about specific things, right? As long as you are managing your stress in a healthy way and not using the soda diet, which is sex, drugs, alcohol, overeating, going on social media, watching TV, and wasting time, as long as you're not doing those things, you are great. Find a healthy way to reduce your stress. There are plenty of ways to do it. But normally the things that I recommend to my patients is to either meditate, group discussions, those things work, going on slow walk, and more specifically, finding solutions to the things that are bothering you, to the problems that are in your brain, finding a way to make them right in your brain. That brings us to the end. You now have the 5 steps that you can use right now to start losing weight. You can think of those 5 steps as the good news. N is for nutrition. Eat only real food. E is for exercise. Think detox exercise. Let's detox those lymphatic systems. W is for water, meaning hydration. We're going to avoid all other drinks besides water. Yes, maybe coffee is acceptable. No sugar added. And then after that, we are going to get plenty of sleep, and we are going to reduce our stress. If you are able to do those things and follow those guidelines specifically as I explain it to you, like thousands of my patients since 1999, you will be able to lose weight in a healthy way. You will get fit. You will fit better in your clothes. You will have more energy. You'll make more money. Your sex life will be better. And I could go on and on and on. Thank you for joining me today. I hope to see you in the next video. And don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And I'll see you in the next video. Let's get to work.